Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Fallout 4. Last time, we got all of the materials needed to build the teleporter to get us here to the Institute. And along the way, we got our ass destroyed by the quest marker, pointing us towards what I can only assume is the end game of Sim Settlements 2. We got blown up a lot, and I mean a lot. But we don't have to deal with that for a while, so I've got some ideas on how to make that go better for us. Those ideas will require a lot of leveling up. Today, we're here in the Institute. And here in the Institute, we've got two major goals. The first one is the goal of our entire existence in this playthrough. We need to find our son, Sean, and hopefully he'll be here. And our other goal was given to us by Desdemona, who, along with the rest of the railroad, helped us get here into the Institute. She wants us to basically be a spy for the railroad. She wants us to get in their good graces, do what they want, say what they want us to say, and basically do the railroad's bidding so that we can be friendly with them, we can get the lay of the land, we can wander around here. And she wants us to get in contact with their man on the inside, Patriot, by putting something into a terminal or something. I don't really remember. So, let's explore the Institute. Why don't we? There's only one way to go, and that's forward.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Well, I don't want to step into the elevator. I want to loot. But we did get a new quest. Which is nice. Let me see if I can read what this says. View access log. So, the recent access is by 2 cents, and then this is probably us. The error signal rerouted. Interesting that the door closed behind us. Yep. So we're stuck in here now. This might be a pretty long segment of the game. Just being in the Institute for quite a while. So, just warning you now that this might be multiple episodes of just wandering around the Institute and exploring. This place is big, if I remember right. Down we go.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
I sure am. For the benefit of humanity, they're doing all this cool science-y stuff like replacing people with synths. You know, for science.
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
We're leaving this place. Together. Okay, Sean?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Why did that not have subtitles?
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
I thought that this was such a cool plot twist my first time playing the game, but the only reason it works is because of this, like, fake Sean that wandered around and the fact that we looked into Kellogg's memories. That's the only reason the plot twist actually works.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
How does this work if you pick, like, the female protagonist? Like, is he still called father? Is he called mother? That would be kind of weird, but I guess it's fine.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why we are so committed to creating a better life for ourselves here. And it's a life that you can now be part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
I forgot that Dr. Lee was in this game. Alright, so we've got a lot of stuff to do if we want to make the Institute trust us a little bit more. So we're just gonna loot everything because that's what we do. Take all the stuff. And, oh. Right. Local map? Yeah, the local map is never useful. So we need to meet with all the division leaders for Sean's quest. And we need to upload our encrypted message onto any Institute terminal. So first I'm going to walk into Sean's room and loot it. So that's what I do. I loot things. And if we're allowed to loot it all, why not loot it all, right? And I don't have a companion here to complain about me picking up pencils. I love picking up my pencils. Did I go up here? No. Yes. No. What did I just do? Oh, cabinet. Am I allowed to do this on a quick save? Just in case. It's not red, so I assume I'm allowed to do it. Maybe I can get some more details on what Sean's been thinking about.
Yes.
Oh, I can shut down synths from here. I probably don't want to do that. Kellogg's occasional presence continues to unnerve the others. At first I thought they were merely intimidated by his confidence and arrogance, or perhaps even afraid of his general being. Kellogg is, after all, a killer. But as I've continued to witness their reactions, gauge their sidelong glances, I've detected something else, something I probably should have anticipated: jealousy. Kellogg is a living memorial to a forgotten program. He is an augmented human being, a cyborg really, and the benefits he has received cannot be denied. But really, the scientists here could not care less about enhanced reflexes or greater combat efficiency. No, the cause of their envy is something more practical, more primal: his enhanced life expectancy. Just how long will Kellogg live if he passes naturally, however unlikely that may be? It's hard to say. He's already more than 100 years old, older certainly than any other human in the Commonwealth. His complete physiology has been altered. Perhaps he'll make it to 150, maybe even 200. Let the petty have their petty jealousies. Kellogg is a living testament to the ingenuity and superiority of the Institute, and I take no small pleasure in knowing that must irritate him to no end. Okay, bioscience. The FEV lab is offline. Robotics seems like it's going well. Advanced systems. Phase 3 is behind schedule. Very sad. SRB. Director Zimmer is offline. Above ground operative has been terminated, and the retention programs are functional. And the pattern recognition algorithms are ineffective. For the facilities, the power output is maxed, and air, water recycling systems are functioning normally. So there's some problems down here. Maybe we can help with them to integrate ourselves into their good graces. The wait continues. AO can only confirm sightings outside Vault 111 and again in Diamond City sometimes later. What that means, I'm not sure. Will we actually meet? Was this all for nothing? No, not nothing. I will have learned valuable things about myself, my past, either way. I cannot afford to let emotion get in the way. I must simply observe and record. I'm told Kellogg has gone offline. Strangely, I find myself thinking of Dr. Walker. He had such high hopes for Kellogg, such faith in the implants and what they could mean. I still regret eliminating that project, but I know where it would have led us. Walker was never shy about his goals, and too many others were starting to listen. In the end, I believe I was justified. The Institute is about preserving humanity, not some bizarre amalgamation of biology and technology. He says making synthetic humans, which are bizarre amalgamations of biology and technology. Okay, I probably don't want to click this. I'm sure that'll go very poorly for me if I do. Sean, are you mad at me for reading your journal? I'm your daddy. I deserve to know your secrets. No, he seems fine. Let's finish off looting everything I can loot up here, and then go on to the rest of the Institute. Oh. That would have been nice like 20 seconds ago. This place has some nice music. Reminds me of, what's that game? You know, the space game, the RPG? Mass Effect, that one. I like that game. I keep forgetting that Folgers don't weigh, or not Folgers, folders don't weigh anything, so I can take them for free. Even though they don't do anything, they're just worth $1. But you know, $1's $1, right? And maybe I don't want to sell them. Maybe I just want to collect a bunch of folders. For some reason, Sean has ammunition in his mirror. Oh, I can't do that while in power armor. I can move the cover for some reason. I'm gonna take a shower. No? Okay. Yeah, as I mentioned, this is probably going to be a very long portion of the game, just exploring the Institute. This will probably be multiple episodes of just wandering around in here, talking to people, looking around, reading about the lore. So, if you want to get back to the combat...
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust? Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Why does this guy not have any voice acting? Hello!
What others call complaining, I call critical thinking and challenging assumptions.
Excuse me, Doctor.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
People have no trouble getting fat and lazy on their own.
A few, here and there, perhaps. But not on the scale I'm talking about. I can see you're having a joke at my expense. You're hardly the first. In any case, I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here.
Perhaps. Drink some water. Thank you. It's nice to have some purified water to sip on. Hello, do you have a name?
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Oh, you're just a courser.
That armor should serve you well in a firefight.
Yes, it does. It's the entire reason I'm wearing it.
Just a routine patrol, sir.
Yeah, this place is very large. I need to be aware that I do not have a companion with me, so I only have limited inventory space.
Look, Director, I'm gonna make the same recommendation I did last time. We did everything we could. 4 years dedicated to preserving this Commonwealth provisional government. You've seen the same reports I have. It's falling apart and fast. We need a plan for what happens when that fall is complete. I know some of the other divisions have suggested we just cut off all contact, hide underground, and pretend nobody's home. That would, in my opinion, be a mistake. We can't just give up on these people, and with the android program, we don't have to. We'll soon have the capabilities to deploy androids to the surface in great enough numbers to maintain order. Just think about it, all right? Keep it in mind moving forward.
Okay, sounds like that's a recording from the early days of the Institute, back when they were
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
talking with the people of the Commonwealth and deploying androids and not synths to maintain order, as they put it. Explore the upper levels here first before I explore the lower stuff. See if I can find real people to talk to and not just nameless synths. Not that synths aren't real people, you know, just, you know what I mean. Reporter's pencil. You're the guy I just talked to. I don't care about you. I will take your lamp, though. It's mine now. Thank you for your service.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
I thank you. Hello, do you have a name? No.
Nothing to report, sir.
Anybody home? This place is very cool. Why can't I just reach through the window and pick this up? Hello? That doesn't make any sense.
I think he's actually lost his mind. I can't believe he really expects me to do this. I've always been on board with the Gen 3 program. It makes sense, but this? Nothing good can come from this. How am I supposed to explain to my staff that Sean wants a child synth for no immediately apparent valid line of research? And to base the physical features off records of his own childhood? It defies all logic. No, I can't do this. I won't.
Sounds like Dr. Lee has a little bit of reservations, but she did it anyways, didn't she? How is Dr. Lee still alive? Wasn't she old in Fallout 3? How far into the future is this after Fallout 3? Character-wise, Dr. Lee exists. There's a character in the Brotherhood of Steel who was in Fallout 3, who is significantly older than he was in Fallout 3. I don't know, maybe Lee can still be alive. Who knows? Who cares? It's a video game. So whose room is this? Do I get any more audiobook lore? I love reading the lore. Applicator. It's funny how I can steal everything from everyone in here, but sleeping in the beds? Oh no 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 no, that's too far. Oh.
Excellent.
Your canine companion permanently takes 10% less damage. I have not used dog meat in like 80 episodes. I could not give any less of a shit about dog meat's survivability.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Volkert.
Okay, I believe I've been in here already. Yeah, this is where I got the first audio log. So... I guess I'll pick a staircase and go down, and I'll go down this one first. This place is huge, and I'm likely going to miss a thing or two. So I apologize when that inevitably happens.
Broken.
Broken. Why is that one broken? Why are these reporter pens and pencils? What's wrong with just pens and pencils? Why do they gotta be different? What do lamps have that I'm picking these up for? Is it copper? Yeah, that's a lot of copper, actually. Kinda heavy, but... Ooh, corn. For me? You shouldn't have. This is the elevator I came down. I don't think I can go into it from here. Maybe I should stop picking up lamps if they're that heavy. I'm gonna keep doing it. Oh, we have people. Hello.
Hi there.
Why did I sound so creepy?
Sometimes Quentin is really mean to me, but my mom says I have to be nice anyway.
Get along with your fellow children.
My daddy says your father's daddy, but he looks so much older than you.
Yeah, he sure does. Funny how that works.
Hey, sweetie.
He's like twins.
So your father's father, but he's older than you. That's weird.
That is weird, yes.
Bet it's pretty boring down here, compared to up there.
A little bit. Where are your parents? Did I go in here? Apparently not. Shockingly little people around, but I assume they're all like waiting for me to show up in a specific location so that they can do their whole, like, what do you call it? Script. They're like scripted shit, right? And then once I meet them, they'll go live their lives by coming up here and going to bed. Alright, we have made it to the bottom floor. Huzzah. Ooh, ammo. I love ammo. I love collecting ammo and then never having anything to do with it. There's a maintenance terminal. Why can I not view the access logs? Local login, place primary display assembly, cleaning supply, routine facilities inspection, reacquisition additional supply of cleaning agent 7. Okay. Time to load my holotape. What am I supposed to be inputting here? Not these, not this. Is it this? Maybe. Not these. I doubt it's this. Doubt it's that. What am I supposed to be putting into here? Upload encrypted message on any Institute terminal. Is that this? Is it just called encrypted message? It's gotta be this, right? Ah, there it is, okay. Initiate network scan. Scan complete. Message from Tom. The Big D demanded a tutorial be included, so here it is. Don't call Desdemona the Big D. Short version, plug this into any Institute terminal and copy the message. Long version, Patriot's been sending us short-coded messages for years using an evil little encryption scheme. It was a bitch and a half to reverse engineer. Patriot's got skill, but I nailed it. Put this holotape on any Institute terminal and I'll deliver a gift-wrapped message straight to Patriot. We're going into the belly of the beast, friend, and don't trust anything. TT out. Thanks, Tom. Alright. Copy complete. Now I can read the reply. Acknowledged. Meet at the Advanced System Maintenance Room. Got it. I guess that's up here somewhere. Oh, darkness. I think that's an area for a quest. I'm gonna not go down there just yet. So, I want to meet with Patriots, and then end the video, probably.
Ah, yes, hello. I was informed of your arrival.
Hello.
Welcome to the Institute. I'm Gallister. Charles Gallister.
Nice to meet you, Charles.
What do you do here?
I'm head of the sanitation department. Although not really. Officially, there is no such department. You see, my title is sort of an inside joke. Very funny.
Are you all right? You seem a little jumpy.
Oh, yes. I just didn't expect you, of all people, to be speaking with me. Most people here don't bother, you see. I wish we could speak more, but I really must get back to my work. Until next time.
Well, nice talking to you, Gallister. Are you
I
real?
wouldn't be here if not for your son.
No.
You're here. Glad you made it.
You're not important. Are you important?
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
Division leader delivered. Patriot is this way. Okay. I think he's that mark. So he's over here.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine. Please don't get any germs on me.
None of these cafeteria trays have aluminum. It's very sad. want my aluminum.
The commissary is always open. Would you like some processed sustenance packets?
Yeah, I would actually.
I can offer a range of nutritious and great-tasting food supplements. Food Supplement 7 is very popular for its spicy flavor, and Food Supplement 91 is our newest offering.
Let's see what you have.
Okay. I assume this is just purified water, but different. Is this good food? I don't know. I don't feel like I need to buy it. I'm not that desperate for food that I'm buying Institute fucking manufactured garbo. Yoo-hoo.
Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
Trinity? What's that?
Trinity is an encryption system with a cipher, or key cut up into many pieces. You need several pieces in the correct order to unlock it. I put a Trinity piece with every synth I helped escape. It was a long shot, but I was hoping some good Samaritan would connect it all together.
Who are you?
I'm Liam Benet. My father runs synth development, and everyone knows who you are.
A friend named Tinker Tom cracked your encryption.
He must have had some serious hardware to pull that off. Wow, your message was only one word. Friend. What did you mean by that?
What do you think?
At the very least, I'm hoping it means you won't turn me in. But you really are a friend, aren't you?
The Railroad's in the business of helping synths too. That makes us friends.
What? The Railroad? As in the Railroad? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the Railroad got to some of them, but I never knew for certain.
How did you help synths escape?
Through hacking. The departments focus their best talents on hard science. Why waste time on terminal security, right? The SRB is the exception, and unfortunately, they control which synths go to the surface. But a forged work order from, let's say, bioscience can get a hand-picked synth on surface detail. And it turns out the Railroad was waiting for them. Wow.
Why are you helping synths?
At first, I just wanted to see if I could get away with it. It was a challenge, you know? But then I realized the synths are really just like us, except without any freedom. I decided to help the ones that wanted to escape, so they can have a better life.
Well, you've done a lot of good work.
You saved a lot of synths.
So much to take in. But wait, with you in the picture, I have this idea. To rescue a lot of synths. At once. But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Right. Let's go to the West Atrium. Probably best to talk about something else right now.
Okay, I gotta follow you.
I know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No offense.
None taken.
I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help, you know?
Can you, like, move? I'm supposed to be following you.
When we get to the atrium, follow my lead.
Got it. Can you keep moving? Thank you. Just walking on the grass. That's fine.
C-114, it's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z1. He's a friend. He's with the Railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Because the members of the Railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared. But your friends actually fight for us?
That's what the Railroad does, Z1. He's from the surface.
I've never met another human willing to help. But, sir, we must make this quick.
Right now, how many synths want to escape, C1?
The ones I know for certain? 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed. By the SRB.
If I can find a way to open those doors, could you get your synths to the teleporter room?
Yes. We'll talk later. Someplace more secure.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at them sideways. You're willing to help, right? I can't do this alone.
That's what I'm here for.
Of course I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. Revolutionary stuff. We still have terminals running version 1, mothballed in storage. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Enough to open doors, at least. Problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password. And that's nowhere to be found in the Institute. But if you could get me a pre-war admin password from the surface, I could log right in.
Where would I find that?
Unfortunately, I don't know. The obvious place won't work. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago, but some of the admins had to live off campus. Ask your friends in the railroad. I need those login credentials.
Alright, so I need to go back and talk to Desdemona, but before that happens, I need to explore the rest of the Institute and start doing some Institute quests. Make them think that I'm helping out, you know? So that's going to do it for today. Next time we're going to continue exploring the Institute. We are probably going to be in here for at least 2 or 3 videos, so... Again, if you just want to get back to the looty-shooty main part of the game, skip the next few videos. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys then.